Hey guys, what's up? It's Langley with Langley's Yoga Life, and today I have for you a slow flow practice. So get ready to go through some stretches, some bounces, and maybe a little bit of core work as well. I really hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell so you can get notified every single time that I post a video. We are going to start seated today. Go ahead and find yourself there, and I will meet you at your mat. All right, so we are seated here. Go ahead and find yourself in just a nice, comfortable seated position. However you want that to be, take a moment to close your eyes, listen to your breath, tune in. How is your breath? How is your body? How is your mindset doing right now? Just observe that at this time. And to get us moving, let's go ahead, reach the arms up high to the sky. Big breath in and exhale the hands over towards the right side. So left hand goes down to the right knee, right arm goes back behind us in the seated twist here. Finding a nice lift through the chest, spine nice and long. Finding yourself here. And then inhale, reach it up. And now over to the left side. Right hand comes down to the left knee. Left arm comes back behind us. Notice if you feel like you're pulling your knee up in any kind of way. You want to release that. Maybe bringing the top of the hand onto the knee instead. And then let's go ahead and inhale. Once again, bring it up. And then hands go down to heart center. Good, so now on our hands and knees, tabletop position. Go ahead, find yourself there. Spine is nice and long, wrists directly underneath shoulders. Knees are right in line with the hips. And from here, let's go ahead and just bring this right leg back behind us. Drawing the belly and engaging your core and keeping the hips nice and square. And then from here, we're just gonna pulse the leg up and down, up and down. We're going to do this a few times. Move with your breath. It doesn't have to look like anything special. It doesn't matter how high your leg goes. Let the body do its thing. And notice if you're starting to melt into the mat here. If you feel like you're dumping a lot of weight into your wrist, let's keep that lift. And let's bring this right leg down. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to the left side. So left leg goes up high, extend it back behind us. Once again, hips are nice and square, and let's start that movement. So bring the leg up and down. And when we do that, we're not really moving the hips in any kind of way. So they stay right where they are. Just lifting through the leg. Engaging your core. And then let's go ahead and bring this left leg down. And now meeting in downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, send the hips up high. Release it out. Shake it out a little bit. Do whatever little movements feel good. And then let's take a slow walk to the top of our mat. Feet meeting the hands. Hang out in ragdoll, bending the knees a little bit if you need them to be. Grabbing onto opposite elbows. Rock a little side to side. And then from here, let's slowly start to lift up to standing. Move all of your hair out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and get into some Sun Salutations. So let's go ahead and reach the arms up high to the sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips, forward, fold it down as low as the body wants to go. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice long spine, plant the palms, step the feet back, plank. And lower down, all the way down to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. I really thought I was going to be able to get through this class with my hair down, but I don't think that's going to happen at all. Take a few breaths. Observe what you feel here. And then let's go ahead, look forward, step the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, let's reach it up. And then hands come down to heart center. Cool, now we're gonna do 2 more of those, and I'm gonna do my hair while we do it. This will be interesting. So go ahead, inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Really engaging your core, and let's plant the palms and step the feet back. Plank. Let's go ahead, find your vinyasa, lower down. And then inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Curl the toes, send it up, downward dog. Take a few moments. Let's look forward, walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach it up. And then hands come down to heart center. One more, we got this. Bring it up. And fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, step it back, and find your vinyasa. We're all going to meet in downward dog. Good, once you're there, hang out here for a little bit. Kick any of those thoughts that are running through your head out. You don't need them right now. And let's walk the feet up. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Let's bring the arms up high. And hands go down. Beautiful. So now in Sun Salutation B, bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms up for chair pose or Utkatasana. And then melt it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Plant the palms and send the feet back. Vinyasa. And then down dog. From down dog, we're going to pivot this left foot, bring the right foot up to meet the right hand. You got this. Lift the chest. That knee should be right over the ankle. Reach the arms up high. Big breath in. And then bring it down. Right foot goes back and lower. Inhale, lift. And down dog. Same thing on the other side. Pivot the right foot, left foot comes up. Back heel is down. We're not in lunge. Warrior one. Bring it up. And release. Step that left foot back. Our last vinyasa for this Sun Salutation. And down dog. Good job. Take a little rest. A few breaths here. And go ahead, look forward, walk the feet up. Inhale halfway. And let's fold down. Sink at the hips, bring the arms up high. And back to standing. Cool, good job, shake it out. Do whatever little movements you like, whatever Feels good. A little dance if you want to. Now from here, let's reach the arms up high. Once again, this time really creating a little back bend. So finding a lot of length, drawing those thumbs back. And then let's lower all the way down to another forward fold. Whatever kind of forward fold you want it to be. Grabbing onto the ankles, opposite elbows, palms underneath the feet. Lots of different options. You take it wherever you want it to go. And then let's plant the palms down and just step it straight into down dog. Really activating, spreading through the fingers here. If the heels are not touching the mat in down dog, that is a-okay, no worries at all. And let's send this right foot up high to the sky. You can bend the knee and stack the hips if you like. And let's bring it all the way through. And we're going to make our way into pigeon. So you can drop down this right knee as well as the ankle. Rest this left hip down. And then from here, wherever you are, notice if you need to move in any kind of way. Your shin does not have to be totally parallel to the end of the mat. You can keep that right foot in a little bit if you want to. And then let's go ahead, take a nice big inhale and exhale. Let's walk it out. Folding down. This is a pose that some people absolutely love and can stay in forever. And some people, not so much. I am one of those people, and that's okay. If you do have a block, you can grab onto one and rest the forehead down if your head is starting to get close to the ground. And it doesn't have to be a block either. It can be, any kind of box shape. And then let's go ahead and make our way back up. We're going to stay in this same leg position and start to work towards a king pigeon. So if you want to move the knee just a little bit in more to center, you can. And we're going to bend this back knee. You can stay right here if you want to. If you want to stay in the pigeon, you can do that too. I'll give you the option of walking this right hand over towards the left side and grabbing onto this left foot with the left hand. Holding it here. Taking a few breaths. Maybe you want to start to turn this into a mermaid pose. Or grabbing onto the foot with that left elbow crease. Right arm goes overhead, grabbing onto the hands. And then let's release it down very carefully, curling the back toes under, planting the palms, and send that right foot back, down dog. And now, of course, we got to do the same thing on the other side, right? So let's go ahead, send this left leg up high. Bend the knee and stack the hips over one another. And then let's bring it all the way through, bringing this left knee and ankle down. Right hip goes down. Take a big breath in, lifting through your chest. And then walk it out. Either being on your forearms, forehead to a block, or completely resting the forehead down at the mat. Finding wherever you want to be. And let's very carefully make our way on up. You can bring the knee a little bit more into center if you like, if you want to come into working on the king pigeon. We're going to bend this right knee. Walk this left hand over towards the right side, and the right hand comes back to this right foot. Finding wherever you want to be here. Don't force yourself into this position if the body doesn't want to be in it. Giving your body only love. If you want to turn into the mermaid variation, elbow crease to the foot. Left arm goes up. Maybe the hands meet. Keeping the lift in the chest. And listening to your breath. And then let's very carefully release. Sit down. Hands come down to the mat. Step this left foot back. Stretch it out. Let's start to walk. The feet up to meet the hands. From here, of course, y'all know my favorite pose, ragdoll. Grab onto opposite elbows. Release a little bit. Bending the knees if you need to. And now we're going to go ahead and find a flow with half moon. So from here, if you want to grab onto one of your blocks, of course you can. And let's send this right hand to either the block or the mat, whichever you prefer. And actually, I lied. Let's bring both hands down, either to the blocks or mat. Find a halfway lift to start. And then from here, we're going to ground through this right foot. And we're going to start to release the left foot off of the mat, extending it back behind us. So this is like a variation of a warrior 3, just with the hands down. So checking in. For right where we are right now, you want to keep the hips square. Once we get into that half moon, you will notice the hips move and shift. And let's go ahead and do that. So grounding through this right hand as well. This left hip is going to go up. And then the left hand can start to release as well. Really engaging your abdominals. Drawing the belly button to the spine. You can start to shift your gaze up to the left hand if you want to. That always totally ruins my balance. So you just go wherever you want to here. Taking a few breaths. And then let's go ahead and bring this left hand back down. The left foot comes down as well. Let's start to bend the knees, bend the knees, bend the knees. Hips are going to come down to the mat, and let's find a boat pose. Start by just bringing the knees in towards the chest as much as possible. Legs parallel to the mat. Arms reaching forward. Take a few breaths here. You got this. Feel this in the core and in the legs. And then let's go ahead, we're going to drop the feet back down and send it back up, halfway lift. Good, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and send this right foot back, keeping the hips square for right now. Notice if you're really rounding here and looking down towards back behind you. No, we want to be looking straight down at the mat. And let's go ahead and plant this left hand. Right hip is going to go over the left, and right arm reaches up high. Half moon. Engaging your core. Once again, if you want to switch the gaze up, you can. I'll try it for a second. Okay, I lasted a second. How about you? We are not perfect human beings, and that is okay. Taking just a few more moments here, a few more breaths. And then let's bring this right hand down. Right foot goes down as well. Same thing, we're gonna bend the knees, come down to a seat, and boat pose, bringing the fingers forward towards the feet. If you want to extend the legs up high, you can. Take a few moments wherever you are. Your feet don't even have to be parallel. If you want to have the toes down at the mat, that is okay too. Find wherever you want to be. Maybe for this one, we reach the arms up for another extra workout. And then let's go ahead and lower it down. Take a big inhale and exhale, fold. Let the body release, let it rest. Let's go ahead and make our way back up. We're going to do just one more final boat pose, and then we're going to start to end practice. And this time, we're actually going to grab onto the feet with the legs extended if you want to. So if you want to grab onto a towel, a strap, a blanket, whichever to bring around the feet, totally go for it. So from here, let's start bringing the arms forward. If you want to have them down to start, you can. Legs go up. And then I'm going to grab on, I like to grab on with peace fingers to my big toes. And then let's go ahead and start to reach it up. Once again, if you have a strap, you can bring it around the feet and hold it here. Try to maintain that straight spine. This is a pose where the back might want to start to round. So try to avoid that. Try to keep the lift in the chest. Keeping that engagement here. Taking just a few more breaths. We've got this. And then very carefully, let's release. Good, go ahead and straighten the legs out. Move them around a little bit. If you want to give them a nice little leg massage, you can. And then let's go ahead and find a nice seated forward fold here. So hands come down to start. Take a big breath in. And on the exhale, lowering down with the chest, not the forehead. We're going to walk the hands forward. Maybe the hands touch the feet. Maybe we'll save that for another day. Just observe. Let the body do its thing. I think that's the motto for today. Let the body do its thing. And then let's very carefully make our way back up. And we're going to go ahead and find ourselves on our back. So roll on down. Knees can make their way in towards the chest. Rock a little side to side if that feels good. Then let's make our way into center. We're going to reach the arms and the legs up high to the sky. And from here, we are going to move around a little bit. So let's go ahead and extend the right leg and left arm out. Right hand and left foot may touch. And then we're going to switch. Left leg goes out, right arm goes up. And switch. And switch. And switch. And go at your own pace here. Listening to your breath, letting it be the rhythm. If you want to engage a little bit more, you can lift the head up off of the mat, gazing more down towards the end of the mat here. Just a few more moments. And one more. bring both arms and legs up. And let's lower it down. Legs can go down to the end of the mat. Let's stretch the legs out. Reach the arms up overhead. Get a nice full inhale in. And then on your exhale, go ahead and bring the arms down by your side. Fully release everything into the mat. And find your final posture, Shavasana, which you can stay in for however long as you need. Letting the body release. Letting your mind release. Letting the breath come back to normal. Being grateful for yourself for joining in this practice and doing this for you. It is always okay to give yourself some love and appreciation. I want to thank you all so much for joining me in this slow flow practice. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Bringing the hands up to forehead center. I thank you all so much. Namaste.